Yeah, it's Beck. Okay. Yeah, we met Beck. Oh, look at the little balloons in his little hands. Oh, he's so a baby. Yeah, so we met Beck. The boys had a fight, and it was a nasty fight, too. Like, I'm just trying to remember what we did yesterday. Rolo said some things that he really shouldn't have said, and I still don't forgive him for it, because you meant it when you said it, Rolo. And you hurt my little baby's feelings. And it's just not... Getting over it in a day, it's not enough for me. I can't. Rolo was down bad, too. But, like... Rolo, he really said some stuff that is hurtful. He was like, that's why your mom left or whatever. It's like, bro. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Like what, Gran? Because I'm scared of things.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself.
What are you up to?
Whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Gran.
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much.
Are you gonna die, Gran?
We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it.
Gran.
God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Yo. Gran, you better be home when I get there. Because that sounds like I'm never going to see you again type thing. I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
My poor little baby. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? No, because you're just going to use it again against me when we have another argument. I will keep it to myself. Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really don't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. Yes, he does. He said mean things. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
What? Pardon me?
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Honestly, Rolo shouldn't even have been that mad. He had no reason to be as mad as he was. It's okay that Luca made a friend. Like, you would have gotten to know her eventually if you just would have, like, calmed down. Like, I understand you were upset about the rain and the surprise and everything like that, but you didn't have to say the things that you said. That's what made it worse. The things that he said were super hurtful. Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend.
Like what?
Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Concerned? What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
What?
Before they could react, it encase them in ice.
Well, that was my reaction. But why? There was nothing, like, what? I was not prepared for this to happen.
Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
No, the heck I won't.
There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
What could have nothing? What? There wasn't even like any alluding, like nothing led up to that. It was just like it rained. The what? What I love about this game is you took a different route than me. Bro, clearly. What? Like, I know we can go back and change things, but I'm just still stuck on the part that, like, why? Nothing could have prepared me for that. Someone else give you a little more insight is crazy. So I would, okay. So if I had have taken a different route, I would have gotten some. Okay. Can I please? Can I please what? What am I asking myself? Like, okay. So like we haven't done this one with flight. We didn't shame. It'll all make sense, I swear. Yo. I want to explore this side of the tree. Should I do that? Now I'm so wary. Oh my gosh. Let's try flight for this part. Oh yeah, this part was crazy. This was when Luca pushed Iggy into the goo and Iggy turned like he got deformed or whatever, and the harvest people were like chasing him, and now they're on top of the treehouse, and there's like supposedly the last time I did this route there was like no way out from this. So let's see how it changes now. So we'll do flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr, we'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Okay, divisive little children. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. I hate that guy.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage.
I was muted, my bad.
After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
Thank you, Lynn.
In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath.
1 second.
The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty cool. I don't say bad words. Uh-huh. I think we lost them. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the winter wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. So, okay. I know Lucas said that it's like chilly for that time of year. So that's something to think about. Also, I love how this looks. Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr. I hope nothing... Oh, it's Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. Who speaks? The young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Huns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful. Don't talk about my mom, yo.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. Don't talk about my mom, bro. I'm checking for charms. It sounds like we're actually walking on snow. Oh, little footprints. I love that. Can't go this way anymore. My wackadoo King Iggy. It's always like when you see like the bully kind of turn into like the friend.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. Can we go down? No. Oh, I have to... What's the readout? Send us above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. So what town is that? Is this still like Beacon Pines? What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1. Snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Does that say Beacon Pines? What is happening? I'm just a 12-year-old. Like, in situations such as these, I find it best to chuck stuff first and ask questions second. I don't have anything to throw. Oh, okay. Snowball. It does say Beacon Pines.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Iggy is asking the correct questions. Well, it's been colder than normal lately. It did not pour down snow within 5 minutes, bro. Luca, you're 12, not stupid. Come on. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before. It was cold, too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the heck is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Luca, I need answers too. This is literally the town. What the heck? This stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into. Yeah. Look, you were being mean, okay? And you kind of deserved it. Like, you didn't deserve to become, like, messed up. But I'm sorry. I'll just stop talking now.
The fencing listened. Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. Is Grandma okay? It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Bro. Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run. You know who did run? The insects. I was wondering why the insects were just, like, not around anymore.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. This town is destroyed. The town is destroyed, excuse me. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. Iggy. I'm done. Bro. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
Oh no, not the baby's crying. Have mercy.
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Bro, find your house. Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
They're gonna catch hypothermia, oh my god. What the heck did perennial harvest do? The way the snow covered everything over? It's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those crepes. I sorta froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. You watch your mouth, young man. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's butt. You were supposed to be a horse's butt in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Sometimes bullies just need somebody to throw hands with, and they'll be alright. Like, it just happens. Of course. Geez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
Hell no. It's something to do. I mean, he's not wrong. You're a butthole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. Lord, he's depressed. Why are all the children depressed? Oh my gosh. You won't understand. You and Rolla are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control. You could have just asked if you could hang out. Like, that would have been an easy option.
Iggy now wept openly.
Oh Lord, he crying. Perfect little Luca Van Horn. With his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. That new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you. You have Tish. Luca, why are you crying? Everybody's crying. Oh my god. I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Real thugs don't cry. Huh. It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
Aww. We should probably try to get some sleep. Go to your house. Bro. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Please don't die. Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the fur tool when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Aww. Is someone abusing
The
Iggy?
house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug.
Okay, another dream, maybe? Flashback?
He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes.
Lady, you're not gonna voice it? Okay. Oh, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this.
The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it.
Why did you stop doing your job for like 1 second?
It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence
Who
or
is
the recognition
she?
that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
Bro, you could have just demolished her like you little weird looking monkey self, mouse looking self, teledespero looking self. You big hatted, scarfy necked, furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. Are you God? A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility, excuse me. Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are. You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gotta help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Look, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up!
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
What? This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood, or we teleported to some alternate universe, or this is all just some cool experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. Pardon? You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but replica nonetheless. That's impossible, but it's too much work. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which cannot would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Okay, she decided to not do her voice acting. Luke and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The twists and turns in this game are trickier than a Mario Kart race. Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around some things. Like as things are happening, I'm trying to like think and play the game at the same time without just sitting here in silence. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed.
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could.
He looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home,
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. To where? Turn back for what?
Chapter 6. The Source.
Ma'am?
Expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy! Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Rollo? We gotta hide! Oh, not Rollo. 259, okay? Photo distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. It took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on.
It's almost lunchtime. Haha, weirdo.
Are those Beck's parents? I'm suspicious of everyone. I don't know. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
Oh no. I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Okay. Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did! They lied to everyone! Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you, acting like a horse is behind, I should stand up for myself. Heck yeah! Carrying his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Not mention something about a source?
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever is at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch it, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
Pee on it. I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Can we go this way, though?
It can get awful cold out there in these woods, Luca. Probably best you to stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way.
Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her?
Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Yes. Well, do I? Oh, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings.
Screw that guy. Can we get like a charm? No. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. How? Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of this story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop, and you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just want to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rollo got grounded for months. Why did he get grounded? He didn't even do anything. Sometimes things explode. Which is why I need to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back for him later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed him.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable.
Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who's in way over his head.
A hero is just someone who refuses to give up.
Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero.
I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself.
Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are.
Prepare for a blast-off, loser. Okay, Luca. Can we go inside? No. Oh, Lord Hole. Crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Ooh, we got a charm. Can't go up there. Okay.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. Why they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole? Here he come. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr, where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. I'm sorry that my voice cracked. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no, my role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Is he gonna push them into the hole? Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call. We weren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. Beat 'em up, Iggy. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I am an exceptional liar. He's getting closer. Up, 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 that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool! Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. Not them walking backwards.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Ooh. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Oh!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child! What have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How? What channel do I use? It doesn't make a difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. Iggy! If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Now was not the time. He's humming. I won't hum into the mic because that might sound very annoying. Wow, can you believe this guy? A hum charm.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kurt, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Iggy
No.
loosened his grasp.
No. You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. No, I'm just a doggo bully. Like you, Kurt. Iggy,
I
no.
felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
No, Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Luca had no choice but to refuse. Refuse.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
No. Lord.
The end.
No.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
But Iggy. No. I was actually tearing at this part. I'm happy I don't use cam. Yo, I was tearing up as well, and hopefully it did not convey because like, oh my gosh. I couldn't even do the voices anymore. I couldn't. I just had to read it. Okay.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
What the freak? Heck of a goodbye, Iggy. Nat, why didn't you help them? Oh. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Oh, I'm in mourning. I can't get myself together. Okay. I'm just trying to gather myself for a second. I just can't. I need time. We can't just keep going. But of course, those fireworks of Iggy's must have just been the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while anyway. How? Tempest liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. It didn't sound like I was saying a real word. Oh my gosh. In a closed system, the energy can only form from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks make the whole freeze over. That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to create a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
Yeah, we do, narrator lady. Wait, you're the book. You are the book. Okay, yeah, book. It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy his precious time. He's just a boy. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn? You are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
Me too! I got attached.
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Okay. So, let me see how long I've actually been live. I've only been live for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to push myself to 2 hours. I know I usually stream for 2 hours, but due to the fact that for some reason I'm in a ton of pain today, I don't know how much longer I can sit here, but I'm gonna push to keep going for a little bit longer. So we'll go back here. Oh, geez. We're back to... Luca was about to go home after having dinner with Beck and her moms. And this was before the fight with Rollo happened. So, like, okay. I'm trying to recap my own self.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse, and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Okay, bye, Mom.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
Psst, bye, Moms. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Let me in. Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh, okay, we in. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide? That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order.
Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about.
The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it.
I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll do it to requirement that.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when all this inevitably fails, I will deny everything?
I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your partners and let me handle the rest.
I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face.
Yes, the truth will come to light.
I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful.
Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Grandma? Excuse me, for one moment, my mind just like blown. Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred.
This boy about to pass out.
Wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just
remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival.
I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night. Chapter 5. What big ears you have! Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in that hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Meet up with Rollo at the treehouse.